Hello, everybody. Welcome back here. We're here with another Linux distro. We're going to be checking out Nobara, another gaming-focused kind of Linux distribution, and kind of show like how easy it is to get this going. And well, it's not easy. Like Windows is easier to install. Like that's a given. First, you have to make sure to go into your BIOS and then disable secure boot. That's all. That's all. That is kind of a Windows thing to be, hey, yeah, it's supposed to secure like intrusions from outside the operating system to get into your drive. If you have any sort of pre-built or laptop or something that you're probably going to go up with like, hey, press these buttons to do this. I've tried this on an HP Omen, and right now I'm on an HP laptop, a 13-inch laptop, and it's just going to ask you to put in this code that is displayed. You put that in, it will just disable the secure boot. You don't need to turn off secure boot if you want to do Linux. Like I'm pretty sure Ubuntu, Fedora Core, the main branches, Linux Mint, which is my favorite. You don't need to turn it off. You could just leave it running. It doesn't really matter. And so yeah, it's once you turn it off, it's more of a Windows thing. Linux is pretty secure and all that stuff. But again, it depends on how secure you want to be. But here we are in Nobara. This is a live environment, and this is, you know, this is it right here. It's let's see here. We're running this on my HP laptop. We're piping it through a capture card to my monitors and then through here to another that. So we're just gonna like install this and see how this goes. The one cool thing about Linux is a lot of these can do live. All of them can do a live environment. You want to do a live environment because it. Hey man, you even if you turn off secure boot, you have Windows installed. You turn off secure boot, then you kind of want to check out Nobara. You could turn it off, do a live environment. Like it's prompting me to install it, but I could just simply hit cancel, and so I can. Are you sure you want to cancel this process? Yeah. And so I could just like explore what this is. A lot of Linux is really just the same. Like it really is the same. I've mentioned this before. There's like Debian slash Ubuntu, Fedora Core, Fedora, and then Arc are kind of the big three branches. But all of it is all just like the same UI and how you do it. Fedora is like probably the nicest distro I've ever seen, but because they don't really do the KDE, I don't like it. It's more of a GNOME. KDE is more of the Windows kind of lineup here, where you have a start menu here and you have a taskbar. They call these panels. Cinnamon is like that too. Bougie, I think it's pronounced. Bougie is also another very Windows-esque, but a lot of people like default Ubuntu, default Fedora is all GNOME, and that is like a carousel on the bottom, and you have your title menu up here. But I don't like that. I don't like that. I was born on Windows 5, Windows 95. Um, though, like, I played around with Windows 11, Windows 3.1. I'm like, I want the UI that's like that. That would be cool. So yeah, like this one comes pre-installed with Brave. Every Linux distro I've seen is Firefox because it is open source. Fedora is no, it's not Garuda. It's Garuda is that. Oh god, the UI setup. Whoever does their UI there is gorgeous. They have I believe a custom. It's like bird dragon, thunder dragon, or something. Fire dragon. It's just a Firefox open source version. But yeah, this is pretty straightforward KDE. You can get Nobara with like 100% KDE. Again, KDE GNOME. It's all UI. It's all UI and how you do that, and a lot of like how you install apps. So here we have the Flatpost user mode. We can't download anything because we are in a live environment here. Also, I'm not even connected to the internet. That's why. Let's see here. I guess, let's see. Let's connect to the internet. There we go. There we go. Super secure password. There we go. Connect to that. I don't understand this KDE wallet system. I've never understood this. I think it's part of Brave or something. I think this is like a crypto thing. It makes it like so much harder. Uh, let's see here. Let's go back to this. We got system updates. But yeah, if you're familiar with Windows, this is pretty straightforward Windows UI. Like SteamOS is KDE. It is literally it's an arch. It's a custom arch. That's how they do it with KDE. Here we go. So we got Popular. This is pretty much just their app store. Like everything's an app store, but there's nothing stopping. I mean, I should say there's nothing stopping you, but there is some things that are harder to install on certain distributions. That's the key point. Is hey, yeah, Linux is still very fractured in my opinion. And if you like argue like no it's not, it's like I've literally tried to install something that was just like no. It could have been because it was immutable. Okay, let's just install this boy. So it's going to ask us, hey, yeah, so in the bottom left here, we got, let's see here, update install packages. So it's going to just install everything once you're installed. But again, you could just straight up, like, it doesn't have to be, you could just turn off the Wi-Fi. We could just turn off the Wi-Fi. We could just disconnect from that and then hit that. Like, that's the cool thing about Linux is, like, you don't need the internet. Like, Macs need the internet, Windows need the internet because you all need that telemetry. So if you have a computer that you just want to, it's not hard to get games onto this, even if you don't have the internet. No internet, no Wi-Fi or anything. So we're just going to hit next, install media codec packages in your next major update, strongly recommended. Yeah, sure, we'll do New York. That's good. That's where I'm at. Sure, keyboard, there we go. There we go. Full name. Can I just, yeah, okay, we're just gonna do, and then Nobara PC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, strong, too short, and we'll add a 7. There we go. Wait, what the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Wait, what? There we go. Password too short. What the hell is going on? Okay, we just put in all that. Oh, I could just straight up just like move on. Log in automatically without password. I don't do that. It's like it causes more problems down the line. We'll just hit next. There we go. And so we could do a dual partition, which is no one should do that. There is like no instance where that's a good idea. So we're just gonna just erase and delete all of it. Yeah, yeah, there we go. That looks good. Cool. So we could see that we currently had Linux Mint, which is my go-to kind of, hey, everything just works. I've never had a problem, especially with like MacBook drivers and all that stuff. With older hardware and specifically like more unique hardware, like a MacBook, even though it was Intel based, it had a hard time like getting Wi-Fi going on certain distributions. Even Ubuntu. Was it Ubuntu? No, it's KDE Neon, which is based on the 2.24 LTS of Ubuntu. Let's go with that. Install. Number blah blah blah. Yes, install now. So this is just a throwaway laptop. This laptop has like good specs, but the display is like the worst display I have ever seen in any laptop. It has like as soon as you like tilt your head, the colors just get washed out. Like you have to look 100% at the screen. It's 1920 by 1080, but like my 2013 MacBook has a better display. It's a little bit there's a little bit more there's bleed, but it has better color representation. So we're gonna it should go pretty fast because this is a NVMe drive and we're booting this off a USB. I do recommend if you plan on doing a lot of like testing of different like distros, get a 16 gig or at least a 3.0 USB drive, and you're good. I found a 2.0 USB drive, and I tried to write to it, and it was really slow. It was like 8 gigs, but it was really slow. A lot of these Linux distributions are kind of sub 4 gigabyte, so you don't really need a lot. I think like Windows is 8. Garuda is like their main. Hey, yeah, this is a big thing. It's like greater than 4 gigabytes, but that's like not a lot. So yeah, we're just gonna skip ahead. I hit this button. Okay, now we're all done. Nobara Linux 42 has been installed on your computer, and you may restart your new system and continue using, or we could just continue using this, but let's just hit this restart button. Let's go done. And then at this point, it's always good to unplug too, because that will also, once your screen goes black, it's a good time to, you need to pull out. You need to pull out. Oh shit, that doesn't, the selected boot device failed? Press enter to continue. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh, uh-oh? Uh, uh-oh. Did we fuck up? This is not good. Hold on. We're having like some typical. I've had. Nobara is a very popular. It's up there with Bazite in terms of a popular distribution for 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 Linux gaming because it does have. Always continue to boot. Okay. Okay. What the hell? Maybe I pulled out too easily. Okay. It's like Cashy and Endeavor, but Bazite is kind of the big one that everybody talks about because oh Jesus, it's not immutable. It's whatever you want it to be. Like with Bazite, it's immutable. Like it's hey, this is you're kind of locked in here. You're locked in here with us. So you can it has a hard time installing things. So as most of these distributions have a nice little welcome screen, especially first steps. So we can launch our updates. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, please note this update requires before okay. Okay, so this is like where you would have NVIDIA drivers. You can download a specific NVIDIA package. A lot of these, like Bazite and I think Cashy and Nobara, do have dedicated distributions where they work with, like they have like a custom driver or something. Any sort of Fedora kind of branch, you're going to have better support from what I've seen. Bazite is it's an Atomic Edition of Fedora. This is a Fedora. So because this is an Intel integrated, we don't need to do this. If you're on AMD, like the skies are the limits, man. You could do whatever you want because AMD has always been open source, and so their drivers are just like the kernel and the firmware for the GPUs are just like yeah blah 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 kissing and all that stuff. But NVIDIA's like, no, I need consent. So that's just, I guess assume you could upload these drivers from here. I don't know. Because again, I'm on Intel. I'm very curious about Arc, how they handle stuff. Let's see here. I probably shouldn't have made it this long. There we go. We're launching the updates, performing. That's one thing I like about like Linux is like heads up regarding NVIDIA users on the new 6.7 kernel driver version, which is your current new feature branch, will fail to build for model. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, it's not my problem. But that's the thing is like, hey, yeah, everybody talks about like SteamOS and like Linux gaming and all that stuff. Oh, is it going? I think it's going. Yeah, it is. But the thing is that like if you're on AMD, like you're good. You're good. If you're on NVIDIA, you're going to have a bad time. You are just going to have a bad time. I feel like a lot of NVIDIA's kind of secret sauce is also in the software too. AMD has the AMD fluid motion frames too, which is also really nice, but it's like it's not good. sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Lossless scaling, I feel like, is better for fake frames. Like it's DLSS and then lossless and then AFMF is your like all that stuff is software kind of. I think the Nvidia one is like more like they have like special cores on the GPU because you can only use it on a 4050 or 5000 series RTX. So but we can still just like chill out here too. Let's it's Brave. Let's see what kind of custom Brave do they have. I like Brave too as like a secondary one because it is a no it it's probably the best browser for like hey yeah you're not gonna get any ads, which is kind of cool. I feel like Firefox has gone down a really weird rabbit hole. Yeah, Firefox is cool, but certain websites just do not run well on Firefox, specifically like the Blue Buster. Um, so like Steam is pre-installed on this too. You could, but there's nothing stopping you from downloading Steam on other OSs and all that stuff. Uh, where did it go? Okay, are we still mounted? Okay, this is still mounted. I'm just gonna unmount this. This is no. There we go. It's still updating, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. We could also do theme too. Like a good thing about Linux is like this there's a search bar that just works. Like you could just type shit in and get things. There's nothing here. So again, because this is KDE, Nobara has their own custom kind of workfare, but you can just straight up go to like, hey, I don't actually like this. I want the KDE thing. And so you just get regular KDE. But like nothing fundamentally changes. Nothing changes at all. This is 100% a just this is just a straight up UI. You can like if you wanted to, you can. There's nothing stopping you from just putting in GNOME too, because it's just a UI. We'll just discard, and of course we got colors and all that stuff. Back on the Garuda train, I really liked the UI, but the problem is that the buttons. Every OS I've ever played, ever used, they have the buttons right here. They have the buttons right here, like Mac and Windows and Linux, KDE, GNOME. It's all right here. It might be a little bit different. It might be like dots and colors and all that stuff, but in Garuda, it's on the left side. It's on the left side at Garuda. It's on the left side, so it's like some sort of like derangedness. We also have application styles. Oh yeah, get this like 90x. Plasma styles. Plasma is kind of what they call KDE now. We got different. I like Plastique. You get a little bit more bar stuff. So yeah, icon packages. Of course, there is nothing stopping you from just straight up installing other people's packages or finding one online. Like it's very customizable. I feel like Windows isn't as customizable as it used to be. So you can just download straight up like icon packs and all that stuff. And there is again nothing stopping you from this is what Garuda does. Yeah, this is the Garuda icon pack candy. Oh, okay. Also, hey, just a heads up, if you're like really bored and are a tech guy, there's nothing stopping you from making your own distro. Like there really isn't. Like because a lot of this is like Linux and like different forks beyond your Ubuntu Debian, Fedora, and Arch. They're just cosmetic. It's all one cosmetic. So like it's all open source. It's all free. And so like I like Arch, okay, and you use that kernel and then you build on top of that. It's like, you know what? I like Cinnamon's kind of aesthetic, but I like KDE's kind of like layout, and because again, the KDE version of Garuda is pretty much GNOME, but it has this color icon. This is actually pretty good. I could just straight up install this. It's currently working on the okay, and we're still updating drivers. Yeah, okay, we'll just hit that. We just hit that, and we just hit apply, and boom, there we go. It's a little icon pack. Cool. We also got cursors. Let's let's get some cursors, get some new ones. Garuda has some like Garuda. The UI on Garuda is crazy. Um, what is this? Sweet. Oh, I like this one. Ooh, Jesus, this one looks pretty. Let's just install this one. There we go. But that's the thing with Linux is that like Mac and Windows are pretty locked down. You are kind of we'll just hit apply. There we go. We could just do splash screens too, man. Like the sky's the limits on whatever you want. And I can make this, I could bend this OS to my will. So here is I could just straight up change the whatever what matrix right here. Everybody loves the matrix. Take the blue pill and see where the rabbit hole goes. There we go. And of course, there's nothing stopping you. Login screens and all that stuff. So yeah, it's cool. I really like Linux, but there's also problems with Linux in my opinion. Okay, open up the Nobara package manager. Let's see what we got here. RPMs, Fusion from Fedora 42. Okay. Here's Brave. And then here's the discovery thing, yeah? Okay, so this is straight up all, like, we'll just hit that. Yeah? Yeah. Let's see here. Can I just click all? Oh my god. I'll select all. There we go. And then hit apply. Okay, confirm. Yeah. I do have to preface that I've had bad luck on Cache. Again, your mileage so varies because I've had so many different like experiences. Like I was gonna go Nambaro on my main desktop, but it wouldn't like it would constantly error out, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this? And so I just went with Bazite. I don't recommend Bazite because it is immutable. That means that you can't do anything with it. Like you're very locked on what you can do. Like I can't install whatever I want on it. And it makes troubleshooting a lot harder because at the end of the day, the drivers are just sometimes not there. So it is, hey, yeah, it's cool and allows you to do a lot, but I have a Sound Blaster DAC that just does not want to communicate with Linux. Now the knob doesn't work anymore. It is literally just an on and off switch now, which is really weird. Yeah, it's really weird. But yeah, like this is without like having to log in. It sucks that there's no pre-built games, but there is nothing stopping you from installing like games on here too. Like there are like, hey, you don't need Steam. You don't need these other things. There we go. Change the brightness. There we go. There we go. Let's change the brightness for that. Wait. Is that? Oh, whoa. That's actually pretty crazy. That's crazy. Centurion Technologies. I wonder what this is. Because this is, I have it plugged into a Ugreen switch that plugs into an NXZ a capture card, which I'm blowing to you. Oh, that's scary. Oh, that's scary. That was an ant. That was an ant. What we got? Let's see what sweet games we got here. Is there a okay? Wow. There's not much here. Here's Quake, a Quake clone. Missile Math? What the heck is this? RTO Rhoda? Huh. Weird. It's always fascinating to see like go from the different distributions. Here we got Steam, Heroic, RetroArch, Proton Up, QTUT. Here we go. Here's the real stuff. Melon DS, Prism. All the hits. Like oh wow. There's an emulator right here. I'm not gonna say it because it probably Nintendo's gonna the all-seeing eye of Nintendo will be like, well, there it is. And this is the real hit. We don't need anything. There we go. We can also download Steam Link too, which is pretty crazy. which is, hey, if your computer is really shitty, I have my MacBook is shitty. Wait, no, it's not. I can run games on that. Like if you have like a really old Linux or you're like a Raspberry Pi that's plugged into a TV, you you can just download Steam Link, which is the like remote desktop. Okay, task is waiting. Okay, we're getting it. GitHub. Okay. 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 Let's see here. Let's see here. Did we get a game? Here we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. What is the Okay. 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 What are the keys in here? Oh, Z and okay. Okay. That's Yeah, well that's Space Connect. The XP, where was it? Was it XP or something? Supposedly like the code is completely lost or something. A lot of people have nostalgia for that game. It's not a bad it's a there is a real version of that game that Microsoft licensed it, but it's all gone. Um, let's see here. What else kind of games we got? Strategy games. Do they have? Yeah, Zero AD seems to be like the big. I see this everywhere when it comes to Linux gaming. It is an original Age of Empires kind of clone, which is really wild. Can I get any information on this? No. Oh, there we go. It's not a Civ clone. Yeah, it's an Age of Empires clone. Play. Here we go. Let's check this out. Let's see what we got here. Enhance. Wow. Patch 21. When did this come out, man? This is wild. Oh, it's out for Windows too. That's crazy. Let's see what these guys have. What kind of is this a custom player? It is. I've never seen a player like this. At least get to the gameplay, dude. Come on. Oh wow, that's smooth. Wow. I wonder if I should do a video on this game. This game's not on Steam too, which is really crazy. Like, hey guys, it's 2025 and there are games that don't need Steam. Like Path of Exile, you can still don't need Steam. Same thing with Warframe. A free open source game of ancient warfare, still work in development. That is wild. Yeah, just close all the tabs. Let's see here. Developer tools, but it's like all pulling in from like the Fedora flat post or whatever they call utilities. But like, there's nothing stopping you from going. What is it? Mission control, I think is. No, God, do I have to? No, it's Huh. Interesting. Let's see here, is it mission control? Mission Center, Mission Center. This I love this. This is a great. This is pretty much just a clone of the Windows like processing thing, so you can see all your stats and all that stuff. You can kill tasks and all that. I guess we're good. I wanna I wanna see if it still resets. Let's see here. Restart. Restart now. I really hope it resets without a problem. Because that would be weird to do this whole video and then be like, uh, okay, yeah, cool. And then it's just, what is the difference between those? Okay. So it just prompted up a grub boot manager that said it listed 3 different Nobaros, which is really weird. But it would auto go in. Let's just try this again. I want to reset. Make sure it's not a problem. Yeah. Oh, it's a rescue OS. Okay, and then okay, it's 6.17 and then our kernel levels 6.17, 6.16. That's kind of cool that they have the different kernel levels there too. Kernel Linux kernels. Okay. And that is installation of Nobara and like a little walkthrough recommendation. Yeah, we could install OBS. Like there's even Spotify. In terms of Caden Live, I really like this video editor. I'm like really impressed by it. GPU screen recorder. That's weird. Isn't that what OBS is? Okay. But yeah, in terms of like would I recommend this for your daily driver? If you're tech savvy, sure. If you are an NVIDIA, maybe not. If you are like, if you have old tech that you kind of want to relive or something, or you're like, it's not a main driver, like I think it's kind of cool. It brings new life to old tech. I'm like super impressed by my MacBook 2013, still running, and my like laptop from like 5 years ago that can't get Windows 11, and I'm literally using it to record this, and it works, and it has NVIDIA, and it's great. It's a i5 too. It's great. Anyways, guys, I hope this video was informative, anyways, or fun or interesting. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one. Bye.